All right, everyone, strap in. Our first tenants just moved out, and let's just say they left us a few parting gifts. I'm going to show you the chaos we've walked into. First, they ripped things right off the wall, leaving exposed wires and holes everywhere. Then we've got this beautiful yard-turned landfill. And the smart lock on the front door? It's toast. But wait, it gets better. They left a circuit board in the toilet. Yes, you heard that right. In the toilet. We've got broken windows, busted kitchen tiles, and a smashed door handle. It's a total mess. We have a lot of repairs ahead of us. But hey, that's the joy of being a landlord, right? And there's me, checking the property room by room, preparing to clean up the entire house.
Here I am 2 years later after my first tenant moves in. It's coming to that time of the lease where it's ending and he moved out, so simple repairs, new blinds, drywall repair, new blinds all over the house, to be honest with you. Drywall repair, paint job. I had to replace the security system. Somebody broke in. I think it was him or he set it up because that was taken apart originally and then thrown in the toilet. I got pictures and shit like that. Police did investigation. They ended up catching the guy. They stole the stove when they broke in. As you can see, I'm missing a whole stove here, brand new stove when I first got the house that matched the Samsung appliances all over. First bedroom, master bedroom here, drywall repair, drywall paint, drywall repair. Definitely gotta repair this and put the closet back up. He took the damn closet with him too. And I had my guy put it up when he moved in, crazy. Bathroom's okay, only thing is missing was the thingy here. He tried to do some repair there, but a shitty job. I gotta fix that. And here, just paint, drywall repair. He had TVs and things mounted. I think he had his studio in this room. Paint, he spray painted something here. I think it was a booth or something like that. So blinds repair there now, so you can't really see. For the most part, that's it, simple repairs and things like that. Nothing major, thank God, besides replacing the stove that somebody stole. I think, like I said, he had that set up. And here, just drywall repair. Got a kennel going to get rid of the dog smell. So in here, like I said, just drywall repair, drywall, paint. For the most part, not too much, new blinds. This is intact. This is probably the only closet that's still good that I don't really got to do much to. Just clean and paint, maybe. Might give it a fresh coat of white out of the front. So this is actually technically the front of the house. But everybody actually used the back to come in the house because that's where they park and do all this stuff at. So for the most part, you can see I'm here 2 years later. Tenant moved out. For you wondering, no, he did not get his security deposit back because he didn't leave the keys. He said he left them right there on the counter. There was no keys on the counter. I have smart locks. The smart locks was dismantled. The security system was dismantled. I'm pretty sure he had it set up to where he had the house get robbed. So they broke in, but the alarm actually went off. Like, even though it was taken apart, like the panel still started making noise. So they only got to take the stove here and things like that. So thank God they didn't take anything else. So I just got to replace the stove and get in. This is actually the window where they came through here. As you can see, there's window locks on all the windows, but this shit was like forced up here. It was all scraped up. You can tell where they forced their way in. Police, you see that shit? That can't come off. Fucking fingerprint dust. Police did that for fingerprint dust. Now, I have Wi-Fi and security system set up so I can do everything from my phone and stuff now. Before, after he moved out, he took the Wi-Fi, so it was real easy for somebody just to come in, take the panel, and trash it. So once you trash that without Wi-Fi, all the video is stored on here. So if you trash this, then it's done, you know, because Vivint is that. Another day in the life of a DIY person. Wow. Daily trips to Home Depot. Crazy. Alright, so here I am at Home Depot. I can spend hours in this place some days, just going through, looking for tools, looking for anything. Really, like, it's crazy how entertaining Home Depot can be some days. Alright, so like I said, look at this shit. $4.98. These used to be so much cheaper. They got the 6x6 and the 8x8 I was missing before. So, gotta need one more of these. I wish they had a smaller size, but no purpose of a smaller size. I guess you can split this baby in half. So now we need some all-purpose. 548.
Oh yes.
This looks good. So, yeah, I think that's everything.
Yeah!
$5.98 for the sandpaper we were using. They got a dust channeler one. I probably could have needed that big ass mess I was making in there. Huh. Crazy. I think that's all I need. Just this right here, and I'm good for the day. One of the things about being a damn landlord, doing everything your fucking self. Alright, so flip this around for y'all. Chill. Alright, so now I'm doing drywall repair. So the last tenant, I asked him if he wanted him to get a security deposit back to repair the drywall properly, sand it down so I could just paint over it. As you see, he did not do that. Aww. So I had to, this is actually what I did. I had to come back, sand down over it. Now I got to actually put the proper things over it. I got the drywall repair sheets to go over the bigger holes and the mesh to go over those holes there. Just sometimes certain tenants, you know, they're just disrespectful, man. They just don't know, like, bro, I asked you to do something simple so it can be easy for me to move in the next tenant, and you couldn't even do that. So no, you're not getting your security deposit back. This is the master bedroom. As you can see here, he just put a big blob of fucking white spackle on the wall. I have to sand that down, and each one of these I'm sanding down, it's the tape's just coming off that he used, which is cheap as shit and not a good thing to use. So now I'm fucking sanding this down and finding all type of issues. So it's one of the things about being a landlord, man. Just especially DIY, doing it yourself shit. You know, everything else is simple. Fucked up blinds, missing a whole blind there. So just things that you ask them to do, like, yo, like, you know, take care of the property, shores, bro, is this and that. They just don't do it. That's why we charge a security deposit. So I want to show you the before and after of a shitty spackle job, drywall repair, if you must. So this is, hold on, I got something on my nail. So this is the before. So my tenant moved out. He's like, hey man, what can I do to get my security deposit back? You know, he had a bunch of shit hanging on the walls. I was like, man, you know, just repair the drywall, bro. Repair the drywall. That's all you gotta do. Look at this. Like, I can just peel this right off, and there's fucking holes underneath here. I was like, just repair the drywall and sand it down. As you can clearly see, not sanded, and sand it down so I can just paint over it. That's all I would have to do, just come in and paint. That's all I wanted to do, was come in and paint. Just look at that. Look how easy that just peels right off, man. It's such a fucking shitty job of drywall repair, y'all. Look at that. This is the before. So now I gotta fucking come in and do a whole fix upper and then go over it. I got a fucking hole right there, just like everywhere else. Every room in the house is like this. Drywall is not hard. It's a little time consuming, but it's not hard. So I asked him to fix. So this is before I sand it down and get it even out to put a new drywall repair coat over it. So